Prajwal Revanna was convicted of rape, voyeurism and destruction of evidence in 2025 and sentenced to life imprisonment. But now, a year later, former JDS MP Prajwal Revanna is facing a fresh controversy, and this time it is unfolding inside the very prison where he's serving his sentence. During a surprise search at Bengaluru's Parappana Agrahara Central Prison, now quite infamous for VIP treatment, a series of them through the years, the Central Crime Branch recovered a mobile phone, charger and pen drive from the barrack shared by Revanna and another inmate. That's the least of the troubles. Investigators say the phone contained around 80 to 90 pornographic videos. If we can have the graphics, please. Investigators say the phone contained around 80 to 90 pornographic videos. Police sources also say newspaper cuttings featuring women in revealing clothes were found on the device. The phone had apps including WhatsApp, Instagram and Facebook. Revanna said he borrowed the phone from someone else to speak to relatives and lawyers, while the other inmate claimed ownership of the device. A fresh FIR has now been registered, but the biggest question is not just what was found on the phone. It is how a prohibited smartphone entered a high-security prison and how it remained accessible to an inmate serving a life sentence. And that's not just the only thing. It's about a man who's been convicted of rape. A man who's been convicted of rape, of recording that entire act, of blackmailing a victim over it, and then the free access to a convict in jail to porn. 90 porn clips. Let's just get you Bhavya Narasimhamurthy right at this point, who's a Congress spokesperson, Sanjay Sahai, former ADGP Karnataka, Dr. Kapil Kakkar, who's a psychologist. Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining me. Sanjay Sahai, let me just come straight to you. Well, one point is this jail that I call very infamous now for VIP treatments. That's one part of it. We'll get to that in a bit. But what do you how do you explain this? This is a man who was convicted of rape. This is a man who was convicted of recording that entire act. And this is a man who now supposedly has free access to porn in the jail. His phone, other inmates' phone, immaterial. Sanjay Sahai.
Nothing is immaterial. I think Prajwal Revanna can be material. What is material is completely porous nature of Parappana Agrahara Central Jail, which is supposed to be a high-security prison. That is the critical element of this whole exercise. And from last 4 jail superintendents, two were suspended, one was fixed in a criminal case, and the current incumbent, who is an IPS officer, so he has been served a show cause notice. Now, because of this, I slightly get into the operational part on a presumptive level also. My understanding is that the risk with the jail staff runs and the benefits and the privileges and the money and whatever they are getting out of it, I think it weighs in favor of doing this nefarious thing. In China, you have capital punishment for corruption, and still corruption is doing rounds in a manner unimaginable. So currently we are in a state where successive governments have successfully proven that they cannot run Parappana Agrahara jail. That is the reality of life. And from 2017 to 2026, if we take only Sashikala onwards, I think this jail has been reeking of literally everything. So there has been bootlegging out there, there have been drugs, there have been, everything is there. 5th of August, I think there was some inspection done. I don't know what was the inspecting team, and they did not find anything. And lo and behold, I think on the 11th of August, when a special teams comes from the city crime branch, it comes with a totally different thing, and this is the nature of search and nature of seizure. Now, primarily this whole investment which goes in there by way of CCTV, sensors and all that, and I have been told the sensors, the jammers operate till around 500 meters off the central prison. So people are not able to get the signals, but the inmates are able to get the signals. So broadly, I think it is a total collapse of jail administration, and every single time we hear the same story of suspensions, dereliction of duty, people proceeding on leave, and finally things come back to square one. So this is broadly where we stand. So it is a complete failure. One on the governance side, second is the technical CCTV. See, our jail administration comprises of what all? Jail administration comprises of correctional system leadership. It comprises of jail staff, which should have expertise of a nature which is sufficient enough in totality, some total of the expertise to run the jail administration. Third is a very clear-cut process which is maintained with all amount of sacredness and all amount of professionalism that can be attached to it. Next is basically your technological support, and there is a system of audit which is able to pick up whatever has not transpired and you keep improving upon it.
Bhavya Narasimhamurthy, I don't need to ask you a question. You just need to respond to very, very sharp, clear statement of facts by former ADGP Karnataka. You'll have to unmute yourself, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Go ahead, ma'am.
Of course, Sanjay sir, he's an expert in the field. He's a retired ADGP. So there is no denying the fact. There are lapses there, the security lapses or all of these, and people, whoever is responsible, need to be taken to task. Of course, the current Home Minister, once when he himself personally visited the jails and saw the condition, because after which he gave warnings to the top cops, whoever is in charge of that particular jail. Although even after that, when things did not improve, he sent 100 people, the CCB people, to raid the jail. That is when this was found. You know, that Prajwal Revanna, the culprit in the rape cases, has been using a smartphone, which is like totally unacceptable. And it was really shocking to see that. And now from the government side, a proper investigation will happen into this
This
particular
is
incident.
It's not like the Congress government has been caught by surprise with this. Because I can remember for at least a decade of VIP treatment in this particular jail, a very high-profile jail. You know, it's ironical that you would even call a jail high-profile jail, but so be it.
Yes,
allow me. If you don't allow me to ask a question, then how will this go ahead?
Go ahead.
Ms. Bhavya, when the BJP was in government, Congress went hammer and tongs over the BJP, saying there is no rule of law, the government doesn't know how to function, the minister doesn't know what's happening under him, the minister doesn't know how to contain his own people under him. Same goes for Congress now?
The current minister, it's been like, what, a week or 10 days since he took oath, and
Not
the first
since the
thing he has
government
done,
came to
one
power.
of the...
That is also the government's problem.
Yes, there were
That
lapses.
is also the government's power. That cannot be a
I
reason.
am not even denying the fact that there are lapses. Yes, there are. Whoever is involved, the topmost cop, even if it is an IPS officer, it's very clear from the Home Minister's statement, any such lapses will be brought to justice, and whoever is involved will be made to pay. And anymore, yes, it has been happening in this jail for a very long time, and this is high time we put a full stop to this. And that's why the highest of the, in the hierarchy, they have been asked to, they are kept under suspension and asked to answer for these kinds of incidences. So
before I go to Sanjay Sahai to make sense of what you've really seen, how does he see this as a top cop? Dr. Kapil Kakkar. Dr. Kapil Kakkar, explain this to us. How does a mind work like this? It's not just about a mind, it's also about what's happening inside the jail. Just the free access to a rape convict. Free access to, if I can use the word, unlimited porn.
Well, I don't know. Yes, well, I don't know why are we so shocked. I think we Indians are very good at pretense. And this is again a repeated pretense where we are trying to, as if, get over, oh my God, from jail, we found mobile phone, we found a smartphone. I think you will not even get a single jail in India where you will not find nexus, where you will not find phones, where you will not find VIP treatment. It is all across. See, behavior comes from the environment, and when the lady was talking, I was able to, I was recollecting what Atal Bihari Vajpayee once said. He said, whichever government it may be it BJP, be it opposition, be it Congress, be it opposition, whatever it may be, there will never be any major change. And that is what, unfortunately, in this country we are fighting. We are fighting that we all tend to pretend as if this is something which is happening for the first time, but any jail that you would go, that is point number one. Point number two, as it has come as a shocker, for me, it is also, it may also be a reason tomorrow to get him out of jail. Suppose, I don't know whether psychological evaluation has been done on him or not. That I'm not aware of. Tomorrow, suppose he is taken for a psychiatric evaluation and there he is told that, well, this guy has compulsive sexual behavioral disorder. And the same thing they are going to relate back to all his rape cases or etc. etc. And then one day you will see that his jail term has reduced because there is a fake certificate or a certification saying this is what this guy has. So what I'm trying to say is, head is his, tails is his. As far as head, what does head mean? When he's in a jail, he's in a lavish lifestyle, he's getting VIP treatment, he has WhatsApp on his phone number, he has everything. Now can you imagine a rapist getting all this inside a prison? What kind of human sensitivity we have? What kind of human sensitivity these people, and just imagine the people the girls who would have been raped as their family members, what would they be thinking today? This is one part. And tomorrow, the same fellow is through a court when this is proven that he has some mental ailment, he has some hyperactivity, this thing, again he comes out. So my point is, this is something in India, this can only happen in India, and this is why, be it your lawyers or be it your cops, this is, I think, that's why we need reforms. Till the time we don't get real, genuine reforms, the behavior will not change. Ministers aayenge, jayenge, like the lady said, he's just a new minister. So what if he's a new minister? The onus is on a much bigger plot that I don't think any government will change. So these politicians are the best people who would give you a lot of commitments. They will talk that they're going to take you to moon, but actually they're taking you to hell every day.
Mr. Sanjay Sahai, I'm very surprised with Mr. Kakkar, what Dr. Kakkar has said, but maybe that's my ignorance. How do you look at it? That could well be a reason for him to come out, is what Dr. Kakkar says. A minute to you, sir.
I will not go by completely by whatever Mr. Kakkar says. But certainly there is no denying the fact there is a huge amount of irregularities, aberration, tangential behavior which is happening in most of the prisons of this country. More so of the things which you hear since the days of Charles Sobraj in Tihar jail and then in all the other jails. So primarily what it means is that we have a broken system supported by the nature of management, mismanagement, administration which we support. And when we are talking about the police or the IPS officers, let me tell you that the jails are basically run by the correctional administration. And there will be one odd IPS officer might be at the top of it. So the capability of the IPS officer also, what he really understands and the nature of expertise he has in jail administration, I think that is also a huge question mark. I don't think jail administration is even taught in the National Police Academy. So it's same in the manner as those complex crowd management exercises which you have seen in Jantar Mantra and other places. So those things are not being taught, and it is not being taught at the manner in which things are changing. So I certainly agree with Mr. Kakkar that there is a good enough irregularity and other issues are concerned. What I'm primarily concerned
Mr. Sahai,
as a...
to what Bhavya said, to what Miss Bhavya said, that the minister has just been 10-15 days to the minister who has taken charge.
I don't subscribe to that.
Oh, do not. Can I please interrupt, sir? Sir, can I please interrupt?
Go ahead, Miss Bhavya.
Yeah.
If you take my statement out of context, sir, not to you, I'm addressing the anchor. Please do not take my statement out of the context and just use a part of my statement.
I can't
please
take
also
your full statement.
Please also tell him the question you asked and why this came.
It.
Why
He's
I said that.
It, Ms.
Listen, for the past 3 years, we have our government.
He's been part of the conversation. Allow him to speak.
When you spoke
Mr. Sahai, to what Ms. Bhavya said, what would be your response?
No, but
I'll come to you, Ms. Bhavya, otherwise I will not be able to come to you for the last response, and then you will accuse me of not giving you time. You will accuse me of not giving you time in the end to respond to Mr. Sahai.
with
Ms.
all
Bhavya,
respect,
I'll come
Sanjay
to
sir
you.
is giving
Mr.
very
Sai,
good
go ahead,
feedback.
make your point,
But
please.
if
How
you
would you
want to
look at the
mislead
response
him
of
by
Ms. Bhavya
taking things out of
or
context,
the
I
Congress
can't help it.
government that has taken charge?
I'll put the whole thing in the right perspective and right context for the benefit of Bhavya and Mr. Kakkar and you also. So we run a permanent executive, and that permanent executive is in charge of running the jail administration or any administration in this country. And the political executive, they come and go. And the best scenario would be that the political executive, who is primarily the Home Minister or Deputy Home Minister, whosoever, from the political side, he might continue at the max of 5 years, and some in very exceptional cases for more. So that being as it stands, it is the head of the jail administration in the very same manner of the police
Right.
administration, you have a DGP, and for the state you have a chief secretary. They are squarely responsible. Now at the supervisory and the monitoring level, whatever lapses have happened, not happened, that is basically an area where investigation needs to be done.
Right.
But the jail, why did you put an IPS officer there 2 years back? It was the same government, if I'm not mistaken. So you
Okay.
put an IPS officer so that we get rid of the lower down the hierarchy and somebody deliver. Now today we are forced to issue show cause notice to the same IPS officer.
All right,
So there
so
is
completely
some
out of
rot
time.
which
Ms.
is
Bhavya,
much more
make a
deep.
very quick response. I have to leave because you took quite a bit of time not allowing Mr. Sai. I can't give you more time. Please make your
No,
quick
no, no,
response.
no. That's only because you took only a
That's
part
okay.
of my
He was
statement
there.
and tried to
Every
make a
viewer will see
statement.
your whole
I know
question.
we
Please,
have,
that
our
doesn't
government
matter.
is there,
Go ahead, make your
our
point.
government
I'm
is
still
ruling
saying
for
go
the
make your
past-
point.
I'm telling you, our government is ruling for the past our party is ruling for the past 3 years, yes, and there are lapses, and that's exactly why a lot of reforms need to come up, and I totally agree with Sanjay sir, and he has
All
a
right.
very good understanding. I totally respect all his views on this channel, and his understanding. Of course, some experts need to be consulted. Maybe we have not updated ourselves
Okay.
technically to detect these things. As along with governments, even the technical
Okay.
support is very important, and I'm sure we will deal with this.
Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining me. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.